I just saw season 2 episode 3 of Peacemaker. Here are my thoughts. So it's titled Another Rick Up My Sleeve, and you guessed it, it's because Rick Flag Jr. is back. And the first time we see him since the Suicide Squad is just in the background. There's no big reveal, he's just sort of there. Anyway, let's move on to the intro. It wasn't that big on the intro the first time I saw it, honestly. It didn't really live up to season 1 with Wigwam. Do you really want to taste it? But I will say this time, I may or may not have gotten goosebumps when that song came on. Oh Lord, Foxy Shazam. It's like a top 3 James Gunn needle drop, honestly, if you could call it that. Anyway, we see more of Chris's interactions on Earth 2, and his interactions with an unassuming Keith, which is his brother, were just hilarious. And I just wanted to point out that Vigilante, his character, his whole shtick is becoming unfunny, actually. Like the whole so dumb it's actually funny. I'm tired of it, man. Sure, he had some pretty good one-liners, but let's make the character a little more layered, maybe. One thing I do love about Vigilante this season is instead of glazing Peacemaker like he did last season, he's doing the same for Economo, so that's, like, funny. And by the way, Marvel, if you ever got to recast Deadpool, here's your guy, man. Freddie Stroma. Anyway, let's go back to Earth 2, because it's a big focus in this episode. I did think it was really emotional how Chris was in the new universe and he was being embraced by a loving family and a crowd of people who embrace him as a superhero. Very distinct from his own universe, obviously. Not to mention he's with a Harcourt who actually wants to be with him. And when Chris first sees Rick Flag Jr., it's an incredible scene because he's shocked. He didn't know it was going to be him, and he killed him. That's a big irony moment, so I thought that was cool. And they kind of made Rick Flag Jr. like this clumsy side character. Like a joke of a character? Like, what are we doing? Well, that whole sequence with Harcourt and Chris going out is shot like a rom-com. It's corny, but I do think that's intentional. And I'm not just making excuses for James Gunn, but it's shot like a rom-com. It's making it seem like a dream sequence almost for Chris, because it's like, it's in heaven to him, basically, compared to his world. And also there's this John Wickian, outlandish, badass fight scene with like pencils and printers. It's pretty cool. But I just want to point out that John Cena is a fucking fantastic actor. Like, not even just for a wrestler, for an actor. The subtleties in his facial changes, whether he wants to hold back, bawling his eyes out, or celebrating, he's just an amazing actor. There's so much to work with this season. Like, he's starting to feel like there's no point in staying as an original dimension, so he might just stay here. That is until he might find out that maybe it's not what it seems. Maybe the racism that Augie had in season 1 isn't gone. It's just normalized in this dimension. Anyway, one thing is, I saw Michael Rooker here. He had like a line or two. Was he in this season before? Like, I don't know. If he was, clearly wasn't memorable. But let me know what you guys thought of this episode. Peacemaker 2x2. It's an 8 out of 10. Just like every episode this season. So comment your guys' thoughts. I can't wait to read them.
Yeah, making a play for my better end. Let niggas think they had it.